Bienvenidos. Bueno, donde nos quedamos en la última partida, estoy corriendo debido a que están asediando la aldea y estoy rumbo abajo una caña a ver si encuentro, sea lo que sea, para salir de aquí. Vamos para allá. La puta madre, si este jugador corriera más rápido fuera un éxito. Ok, bajo por aquí, conseguir un caballo. Oye, pero este hombre se asfixia tan rápido. Veo caballo allí, perfecto. Veo caballo aquí. ¿Qué diablo? Son tres que están contra la mujer. Puta madre. Me voy o la dejo o la ayudo. Vamos a grabarme, que sea lo que sea, porque yo soy un hombre con honestidad. ¿Dónde está la espada? Y yo no tengo una espada puesta. Hasta aquí. Acá, hijo de su puta madre. Estamos aquí. Estamos aquí, hijo de tu puta madre. El diablo, coño. El diablo. Épale. Yo tengo una pregunta. ¿Por qué yo no desvainé mi espada? Vamos a esta vaina de nuevo. Vamos para allá. Vamos a ver, creo que hice algo muy mal. Ahora sí, papito. Vamos a resolver esto. Ayuda a Teresa a escapar de los atacantes. Epa. Me dieron hasta besito. Jeje. ¿Qué vamos a ver? No te preocupes, Teresa, aquí estoy yo. Venga, que hijo de tu puntita madre. ¿Qué va a hacer? La puta madre. Yo estoy pensando de las 7 palos que me están dando a mí. Yo creo que tengo que usar el cerebro, porque ya veo que los músculos míos no me están resultando para nada. Ok. Vamos a ayudar a Teresa. Me monto en el caballo. Me hago el pendejo. Epa, ¿qué es lo que es mi verdugo? Ahora sí, nada. Ayuda a Teresa a escapar de los atacantes. ¿Qué diablo? ¿Y cuándo fue que me caí? Puta madre. Ok. Teresita, esto está muy difícil, mujer. Yo no puedo echarme a pelear. Lo que voy a hacer es que me voy a hacer pendejo. Vamos para allá, Móntate, vamos. Teresa, coño, sálvate tú misma, mujer. El diablo.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
De varios intentos, creo que descubrí que una vez que Teresa abandona, por ejemplo, el caballo le pasa por el lado. Vale, que lo que es mi gente, ¿están todo bien? Demasiado cabrón. Ella me banquea atrás. Pasaré la misión de Teresa, eso quiere decir que ella se salvó. Es parecido. Vamos, coño, de aquí. Vamos, caballito, no me falle, ahora no me falle.
Ya.
Hija. Puta madre. Puta madre. Pero pues media flecha que la tengo clavada. Con la puntita, ¿no? Vámonos. Vámonos, vámonos.
Yeah.
Ahí, coño. Puta madre, lo tengo ahí en el culo. Yeah. Se están dando coño besitos. Epa.
Left. Hamburgers to the left, along the stream.
Bro, usted dijo left. Que no me entere que era de que a la izquierda. Ay, hijo de la gran. Bueno, total, sí, a la izquierda. Corre, mi loco, corre. Que vieron lo del partido. El diablo. Vieron lo del partido, corre. Mi tigre, corre. Cruz con
Go!
Silvia.
They'll kill you all!
Acelera, cabrón. Diablo, no hicieron nada con darle romperme la madre a mí. Pero gente del diablo.
They'll kill you all!
Acelerar. Se me está cansando el caballo. Se me está cansando el caballo. Se me está cansando el caballo. Se me cansó el caballo.
Yeah!
Acelera, que te van a picar. Puta madre. Vamos, caballito, vamos. Que yo creo que... Está allí mismo, vamos. Vamos, vamos. Vamos.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hanyo! Kinder! They're turning tail! No better, eh?
Es irónico los tiempos de antes. Solamente el castillo donde está el lord o el rey es el que se preserva con murallas. Y las aldeas se las llevan el diablo. Puta madre, qué estrategia muy mala el arquitecto.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Puta madre. La verga.
Easy.
Diablo, pues se clavó.
All done.
Uy,
You were
tremendo.
lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Hijo de puta.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Pero claro, después del romo que bebí. Yo espero que eso sea agua.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
La leche.
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
Tiene que ser
I
Henry.
know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Sí, pero el cabrón prefiere beberse par de romo cómodo. Bueno, la verdad es que él puede hacer contra un ejército. Hablar con Cirro, va. Gracias, mi tigrazo. Cool. ¿Dónde está mi cam? Creo que...
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
I have to eat something.
I heard about
My
your
insides are shriveled
father.
up
They say he
with
was
the
a
hunger.
swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horses.
I hear you came from Skalitz today.
I can't
It must have been terrible there. How did it happen?
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh, no.
¿Cómo? Ok, ya tiene 2 de corazón, 4 de espada y de fuerza. Posiblemente más que yo. Eso sería un
They
empate.
began murdering. They cut down anyone who didn't flee to the castle and destroyed everything in their path. The terrible cries of the wounded and the dying, I'll never forget it. It was only by some miracle I managed to take one of their horses and ride here.
How terrible. All the saints in heaven must have been watching over you to keep you alive. But you're
Maybe.
safe here now.
Depende, porque ya me está dando el mareíto. Uy. Estamos aquí donde está la comida. Mi tigre, la comida.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honoured.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you? young master.
Your
Here
master.
you are then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
¿Me lo puedes cambiar por un chin de agua? Esta gente y el vino
When you're
coño no
done,
relaja.
you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Te me cuida,
Ay,
menor. Aunque no te puedo decir menor porque se da, nadie te la quita.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Bueno, vamos a hartarnos. Que estoy que me mareo. ¿Dónde está la comida? Ah, pero está aquí.
You fled from Skalitz? How did you manage that?
Mira, cabrón, yo no estoy por hablar, yo estoy por comer. Y todavía no se me ha quitado. Oh, pero esto es queso. Tú sabes lo caro que está el queso, ¿verdad? Aquí tengo por lo
I'm
menos.
sorry about what happened to you, but it's no excuse for rudeness.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? Tú me estás viendo comiendo, ¿cuál es tu vaina? ¿Por qué no te das una puñalada? Pato asado 15. Shit. Bueno, me quitó el hambre, pero wow. Y tengo un sueño, hijo de puta.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
Bueno, le iba a dar las gracias, pero veo que no tiene nada.
Where's that chamber for me to sleep?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened to you? It's in the lodge in the courtyard.
Thank you.
Coño, pero ¿qué le pasa a
God
ti?
bless.
Gracias a usted. Yo estoy que me voy a marear el sueño. Ok, ahora buscar esa cama donde quiera que esté. Que le voy a hacer un hoyo. Tendrá que ser aquí. Esta es una zona privada. Oh shit.
Hey, who's there?
Mira. Cuídate, papá, que me voy a acotar aquí. Fue un día demasiado cabrón para yo estar en esto. Oye, diablo, yo no me quité la bota.
Must be the wind.
Ok, comodidad, saciedad, energía. Ya no puede dormir más. Me moriría de hambre. ¿Y qué fue?
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Oye, pero no puedo echar un sueñito.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
¿Cómo?
It's just what you need.
Yo te pedí agua y porque te pedí agua ahora tú me quieres matar
My
vino.
lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal.
Aún me sigo explicando. Este tigre tiene una frente media escular.
Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Se le agradece, te agradezco. Eso sí, que yo veo que tú quieres que yo te pague de otra manera. No puedo hablar de ello, contar la historia del ataque. Me huele a callejón cerrado, pero vamos a ver qué es lo que es.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Ok, Lady Stephanie. Vamos a ver.
A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous
de por
for his
medio.
own good.
Esta traducción
Like
también
that
rara.
on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I'd promised father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
¿Qué estoy diciendo? Me gusta el ambiente. Yo no puedo hablar duro, la mujer mira cómo está. Padre y yo hablamos de la vida. Me conviene hablarle de corazón a ella.
Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. Praised father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
2-2 empate. Sí me gusta. Vi humo en el horizonte. Era una horda enorme de atacantes.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Ok, Tusk intentó defenderse, pero cayó. Vi cómo cenaba mi dama.
I looked towards the tavern and saw a group of Cumans chasing down my Bianca, murdering her for sport. There was nothing I could do to help her.
You mustn't blame yourself. She's with the Lord now.
¿Qué diablo?
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't
Bianca?
make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Razzik's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
After that, I stole a horse from them and
¿Qué cojones?
Like a valiant knight.
Mire, habladorazo. No, mira, después de todo, lo de Teresa como que tú te hiciste un pendejo ahí. Le metí una feca grandísima. Ustedes saben que nosotros cogimos el caballo, nos le pasamos por el lado, lo que lo tripeamos y nos fuimos por ahí para abajo. Este cabrón se tiró el pedo, diga que se lo lambió a todo. Mira, coño.
That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings.
Te agradezco.
Has not been merciful to me, and my husband either.
Ah, ya empezó.
So in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish.
Damn.
Divish was a lot older than I, but
That's
a
fucked
woman
up.
must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
Tú le estás creyendo todo lo que ella dice,
I
¿verdad?
was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Best years are
Ah,
still ahead of you.
el cabrón le está tirando maíz.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go
Gracias.
and let you sleep.
Sí, pero no toque la comida. ¿Por qué te la lleva?
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Igual.
My lady.
Sí, pero no le puse ni un dedo a la comida. ¿Qué vaina es? Oye, pero uno tiene que ver vaina, coño. Carajo. Y ahora yo me quedo pensando. ¿Y si hoy se ligaba? Ay, coño. Ay, carajo.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Oye, pero el diablo nunca está en su casa.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Shit. Se va a armar la de Tommy Dame. Y eso, que no le he puesto todavía. Ok, mi gente, después de estas largas aclaraciones, la dejamos aquí. Hasta el siguiente capítulo.